Hey, y'all. Sorry for the slight delay. Slight. We are still working out some technical issues, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. This music is kind of sultry. It's called down tempo. It's kind of cool. It's got a nice beat to it. Come on in, come on in. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Come on, join us. I'm kind of digging this one. I am.
I always dig whatever you play.
Well, thank you. But this is like Free Streams music.
Well, I know.
I try to find something, but it's difficult some nights. It really is difficult some nights to find something. But that's okay. That's okay. We got it together. We got it together tonight. This one's pretty cool. I like this. It's got a little drama to it. A little drama.
I like a little bit of drama.
Drama's a good thing sometimes. Sometimes it is. It's a good thing. Sometimes
I agree.
Sometimes it's not such a good thing. Gotta give a shout out to my girl Deborah at Chez Debes in Chicago. Sent me home with a beautiful bottle of wine. Yes, Stella Rose in the house tonight. It is called mango, and it's got a little taste, a little chili in there. A little spicy.
It's a mango Stella Rose.
Mango with chili. Mango with chili.
Mango chili. Okay. That's one I don't know if I'm gonna try, but okay. I don't like no spice in my wine.
You can't even taste it.
Whatever.
It. Hey, Thunder. Hey, girl.
Hi, baby.
Come on in, tell a friend. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We got a great topic. We got your NFL scores if you missed them. It is it's a marvelous Monday, honey, and it's Monday Night Football going on. Football season is back. Yes.
Hi, them Cleveland Browns.
Man, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it a little bit tonight. Yes, we are. We're gonna talk about it a little bit tonight. Because I got a message. I got a message for my quote unquote piss poor Browns fans. Yes. They're gonna get all the smoke tonight. Yes, they are.
Are they now?
After one damn game. Hey, Lorenzo. Mwah. We'll give it a couple more seconds. We were just a couple minutes late getting on here tonight. So getting everybody to tune in. Tell a friend. Come on in. pull up a glass of wine. I'm in my Juicy Tales glass tonight too. I'm just wanting everybody to know my Juicy Tales.
Water.
Got wine. I'm sipping on some.
I'm being a good girl tonight. I need water.
Stella Rose. The water's right by the bed, so I'm set. I'm set. I'm set. Oh my goodness. Let us know where you all are chiming in from. Let us know where you are chiming in from. Hey, Prince. She said purple auntie. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started because we got a lot to go through before we even get to the topic tonight because it's Monday night. We back on football season. We do the regular scores. So, we football girls right here. So, want to welcome everyone.
I love football.
Right, me too. I want to welcome everyone to another marvelous Monday on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. We hope that you had a fantastic Memorial holiday.
Memorial? You mean Labor?
Oh, I'm sorry, Labor Day. What was it? Was it Labor Day?
Labor Day, not Memorial Day. That's in May. I'm not going back to May. Okay, it's September.
I get them mixed up. I really do. But a great Labor Day weekend. It was quote unquote the official, unofficial end of summer. So I hope everybody had a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed your family and food and barbecue and boating and swimming and being outdoors. And I was driving people around. So there you have it. Nobody even offered me a plate. No.
Me neither.
Damn. Couldn't get a plate. Couldn't get a plate. But had a great weekend. Did have a great weekend. It was a long weekend. Worked it, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool. How about you? How was your
Labor Day? Was great. I went to an event. Last weekend was good too. I was at home, so last 2 weekends have been decent and in order.
I was got to give a shout out to the NFL Social Club. My ladies out there down in Columbus. Thank you for having me for your 10th anniversary. Love you, ladies. Way to go. It was a wonderful event as always. You all look so beautiful.
I heard it was a great event.
It was nice. They always put on a really nice event. They really do. They put all their energy in it. And
Moses said he got to see you.
I did. I saw Moses. He was not working supposedly, but it seemed like almost every time I saw him behind that boy's camera. But anyway, so I'm assuming he was helping where he could. That's just how he is. So yes, it was a great event. We had a good time. As always, the NFL ladies, they really put it on. They really do. They looked so gorgeous in their dresses and just did the damn thing. Just make it so nice, and the trophies and the giveaways and things like that. And the people that came, we had somebody, I believe they came all the way from Memphis, Tennessee. I believe it is something like that. A female rode by herself, I do believe. So definitely had some road warriors out there. It was absolutely wonderful. So once again, big shout out to the ladies of the NFL Social Club for putting on a great event this past weekend in Columbus, Ohio, celebrating 10 years as a social club. So loved it. Love you, ladies. Can't wait to see you again. You know, Miss JewCee will be back. Yes, she will, with all the naughtiness. All the naughtiness.
You are the only toy vendor I know that does motorcycle club events. I swear. But I love it.
Well, that, my history, that's pretty much.
I know, but before I met you, I never thought I would see a toy table at a set event. I love it. I love it here.
Yeah, we and I was doing it when I was back in or Immortal Souls. I was vending. I would go and vend. People would, they found out I sold toys and everything, and they would invite me out to different clubs. I've been all over, like
I
St.
know.
Louis.
And you used to cook. I remember you cooking for all the clubs.
Yep. I used to cook for when I was at Immortal Souls. I was bound and determined. I was just telling this story the other day. I was bound and determined when we had a clubhouse, we was not going to do chicken and wings every damn week. That was just wings and fries every week. I said motorcycle people eat more than chicken. Okay, so it
It's
became
the
it.
it's the people that ain't in the club that want the chicken and the fries. That's the problem.
So we made other stuff. I made a
It's
lot of.
the civilians that want the chicken and the fries. I want some chicken.
No, they honestly when I was doing the cooking and stuff, we kind of had like a little bit of a running joke going on.
Hey Moses.
We had a hey Moses, we were just talking about you. We had a kind of a running joke going on with it because people were calling Dimples to find out what I was cooking. And I would tell Dimples, tell them food. That covers everything. So
Not they calling Dimples to be nosy. Just
yes,
show up. Just show
yes.
up.
Just show up and you'll find out what she's cooking. Lady D, they keep calling and asking me what you making this week. Food?
Nunya.
You're
Food.
right. None of your business. Bring your ass and you'll find out. So there you have it. But anyway, yeah. So it was really fun. It was great. Nice little drive down. Um, Moses said he
No,
wants
Moses.
you want some lobster tails. Red Lobster has great lobster tails. Okay, so
You ain't missed nothing yet, Moses. We about to get the scores.
we're about to do scores, football scores. So we're gonna, yeah, why don't we just let me go see if I can. I just had them. I got them. I still got them. There they are. There they are. So we're gonna go back a little bit because we did not do the scores from originally from the Hall of Fame game. So I will be kind enough to go back a little bit and do those. We're gonna start on Thursday, September 5th, with the Ravens and the Chiefs, and the Chiefs won 27-20. I'm sorry. You can tell how much I like the Ravens. 27-20 over the Ravens. The Chiefs beat them. Yay. Eagles and Packers on this Friday, this September the 6th, that Friday night game. It looks like the Eagles beat the Packers 34-29. And then we're going to get into yesterday's games. And we're going to start with the Panthers and the Saints. Saints whipped the Panthers 47-10. Titans and the Bears. The Bears beat up on the Titans 24-17. Patriots and the Bengals, or Bungles as we like to call them. Patriots beat the Bengals 16-10. Jaguars and the Dolphins. Dolphins squeaked by the Jaguars 20-17. Broncos and the Seahawks. Looks like the Seahawks flew over those Broncos 26-20. And let's see, we have who's next here? We've got the Vikings and the Giants. Vikings kind of spanked the Giants' ass 28-6. Titans and the Colts. Ooh, this was a close one. Looks like the Titans squeaked by the Colts 29-27. Then
We
we
lost by a toe.
I bet. Bills and the Cardinals. Bills beat the Cardinals 34-28. And Steelers over the Falcons 18-10. Chargers and the Raiders. Looks like the Chargers beat the Raiders 22-10. Commanders and the Buccaneers. Buccaneers beat the Commanders 37-20. Rams and the Lions. Lions beat the Rams 26-20. And the Cowboys versus the Browns. The Cowboys spanked the Browns' ass 33-17. Now, before I continue, I want to talk to my Browns real fans out there. This is one damn game. And no, we did not look good as a team. If y'all don't get off of Deshaun Watson's nuts, I'm going to knock you all out. This man has just got to this team. Technically, he's only played as of yesterday, 13 regular season games. First year was based on the ridiculous suspension that he got that nobody has ever had before. Last year, the boy went out there, was balling as best as he could until he broke a bone and still kept playing in his shoulder, his throwing arm.
I'm not ashamed to say it.
So it's absolutely ridiculous how you all are worried about this man's paycheck, worried about how much money he makes and everything else. He is giving his all. It would be nice if we would buy an offensive line. That's what we were missing with Baker, and we still are missing it to this day. And thus the reason that they did not have Deshaun start in the last preseason game of this season, because they knew we have a ragtag offensive line, and we still did yesterday. And the Cowboys lit us up on defense. Deshaun was running for his life. They asked him to sit out part of the fourth quarter. Deshaun said no, and he stayed in for the full entire game, took his lumps, did what he had to do as best as he could with what he had. When you're dropping passes and you have penalties on offense and you have balls that are thrown right to the defensive player and they drop them, it's a team effort to win, and it's a team effort to lose, especially when you get a punt return for 60 yards. So get off of his jock, y'all. Give the man a chance. If everyone in Cleveland uplifted him, it would be a lot better. But I am definitely a fan of Deshaun Watson. I've seen him in practice. I've seen him in games. I know this man is doing all that he can do to take us to the Super Bowl. Give him an opportunity to do that. He got hurt last season. He was still out there playing, broken bones and all. So y'all need to shut up, because half of you couldn't even get out there and do half of what he's doing, not even a quarter of it. Hell, half of you can't find your damn dick. So shut up. Thank you. That's my commentary. All these armchair quarterbacks and shit. Shut up. Okay, I feel better. I got that off my chest, and it is recorded. Thank you. You want to know how I really feel? I'm just saying.
I'm still learning about the Cleveland Browns. Everything I know about the Browns currently comes from the people I follow on TikTok. For some reason, I follow an obscene amount of football wives. I don't know why. I don't know how these women got my attention, but it was a bunch of crying this week leading up to this game. Like 3 wives, one of them was pregnant, talking about they got released from the team overnight. So I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Browns like that.
It's a business. It's a
It
business.
is. I'm trying to figure out how football wife ended up on my TikTok timeline. I'm not a wag. I'm not an athlete. I'm not an athlete wife. I don't even care.
It's business, y'all. It's business. 20 years.
One wife, I don't know what team her husband played for, but she literally can't move because she's due in 3 weeks, and he had to literally leave overnight.
It happens.
To go report.
That's the beast.
They just bought a house.
Yep.
They hadn't even been on the team a year yet, and he got traded. So yeah. But the girl that I saw crying from the Browns this week, her husband didn't get traded. He just got released. So they don't even have a new team yet. So.
And there's a couple of them that were released here last minute, actually. But what they will probably be doing with a couple of them is re-signing them to the practice squad.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
just
that's what happened. That's what happened to my ex. So it happens.
it happens. It's the nature of the beast. You have to know that, and you have to know the business of football. So, with that said, we do have a game going on right now, so that people won't say I neglected this game. I had to get on my soapbox and tell my Browns fans calm the fuck down. So right now we got
Damn
the
Brownies.
Jets and the 49ers. Third quarter, it looks like the 49ers are over the Jets 16-7. And this week's Thursday night, Thursday night football will be the Bills and the Dolphins. So yeah, we'll have some more scores for you guys next week, but that's kind of, our rundown. And I want people that are talking about the Browns so bad this week to have that same energy when they win next week. Okay. Matter of fact, y'all just need to be quiet because you ain't true fans. Shut the hell up. Okay. All right. I'm a true fan. I've been with them. I've been rocking with them. Only 16. It don't matter. That's my team. I ain't going to sit there and boo them. And I'm not going to talk bad about them. They got things to improve. I'm sure they did not plan on coming out there yesterday looking like that. So,
I mean, I talk shit about my Colts all the time. So
I'm going to talk about you, but I'm going to talk about you in a way that, number
I'm gonna
one,
talk about you
it's
constructively.
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 Right.
Because for the last 2 seasons, I've been hollering, we need an O line. My Colts need an O line. We need an O line. We need an O line. We need an offensive coordinator that is going to coach those boys to greatness. Because if y'all let this quarterback get injured, I'm going to fight y'all. Okay?
Okay.
Richardson is everything I've ever asked for the Colts. He is the Colts version of rest in peace McNair. Okay? Okay. Big boy that can run and throw the ball. We've been needing this. Don't y'all let that boy get injured. Thank you.
Get a line. That's what we need. We need a line. And our line, and here's the thing. This is what we doing. This is what we doing. Now, I love me some AB. He been doing the bomb. But the thing of it is we paid money for defense. We've paid money for all of these specialty players, but we have not put the money in our offensive line. So we gotta get some. We gotta get some offensive
I
line.
think with the Colts, I think that we have decent players on our O line. We don't have the coaching for the O line. We need an offensive coordinator or O line coach that's gonna get those boys right.
Got you. And see, girls know football, y'all. Girls know
I
football.
mean, people got mad at me when I said it, but as much as I love Just Saturday, instead of making him the interim head coach, we should have made him an O-line coach because he is one of the best offensive linemen that we have ever had.
And gosh, and where is he at? Is he in the Hall of Fame? I believe he is. Oh, and congratulations to Freeney. Yay. Okay.
Yay, Freeney. Okay.
We only got one more. We only got one more. And I'm gonna put it into existence. It's gonna be Reggie's year. It's gonna be Reggie's year. It's gonna be Reggie's year.
Reggie deserves it.
It's gonna be Reggie Wayne's year. He's going in. He's going in 2025. He's going in.
Edge went in, right?
Yeah,
Edge went in.
Reggie's the last. Reggie is the last one
from that Super Bowl team.
From that team, right? Reggie is the last one.
Okay, he deserves it.
Mathis is in, Peyton is in, Harrison is in, EJ's in, and Dwight just went in.
Yep.
And yeah, it's
Saturday's in. Yeah,
Saturday's in. It's got to be Reggie. Reggie's got to go next.
Yep.
So, and Lorenzo, to answer your question, no, I did not make rice for the motorcycle club. So he's stuck on that damn rice, baby.
It was good though. It was good though.
I got you. Don't worry. I got you. I don't know if you've talked to Casey, but just letting you know. Hi, Willie. I am.
Hi, Willie.
I guess I could make this announcement right now so that everybody know. I'm headed to Erotica next month. Yes. Yes. So it's exciting.
I wish I could go with you. Which one is it? Is it New Jersey?
Yeah, I'm headed to New Jersey. And hey, you guys could really help me out a little bit because I do need a little help with some funds. Anybody that would like to support and just, help me out right down there is a little, juicy tales. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be live and from it. I'm gonna be all up in it. I'm gonna be with my buddies, my pals. I'm gonna be with Lorenzo and Miss Goddess herself. I can't help it. I'm so excited.
I'm
I
so
can't.
jealous. I'm
I
so
can't.
freaking jealous.
That's why I got to make sure, everything has to be on point because I got to be around them too. And they be snazzy and snatched. And I start waist training this week.
It's okay. Next year. Next year.
Now we got 2 next year. We're doing Chicago and we're going to do New Jersey. So I'm going to be able to come back and report about New Jersey. So I'm excited about it. So
But
everybody.
what I'm saying is next year I'm gonna be there with you.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying. I'm cool with it. We're going to be doing some shit. Yes. Yes.
bring Rice. I'm so over him.
I'm gonna throw. Why you getting married? Do I need to throw some rice at you?
No, he wants you to cook some rice, ma'am.
I'm not cooking him no rice. Just you got a kitchen? You got a kitchen. Okay, so anyway, we came with y'all. Hello, Teddy. How you doing, baby? Welcome, welcome. All
Hey,
right, y'all.
Teddy.
Let us get into this hot topic. We done did football. We done talked about rice. We done talked about Exotica. And the other announcement, I guess I should get it over with too. At this point, I'm getting them all in now. We are the Erotic 7. We regret to announce that the Ebony Erotic experience that will go on in November here in Cleveland has been canceled. So, for those of you that were, I was going to get my ticket, no, we needed ticket sales, and that unfortunately did not happen, and that's fine because we're going to do it again anyway, but we're going to let the weather be a little bit nicer for those of you that are afraid of a little blizzard that might hit Cleveland in November. But we are going to go ahead and do it again in May of 2025, and we're headed to Naptown. So that's where it will be.
Dates coming soon. Dates
Everything,
coming soon.
all the information, we'll be getting it back up. And we're gonna have some early bird specials, and we're gonna have some stuff where you all can get your butts there. So I don't want to hear no excuses because we got a big erotic family in Indy already. So all my erotic family in Indianapolis, get yourselves ready. Miss JewCee's coming back and she's bringing it all. Okay, so get your asses together. Okay, because we're gonna have some fun.
And that includes our MC families too. Because
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
know y'all erotic as fuck. Now come on.
Some of you are. Some of you just look at the table.
Quit coming for them. They can't help it.
You men walk by my table and say shit about my stuff. I can't. I spend money on that stuff. No. I'm not having that negative energy anymore. You all walk past the table with an attitude about something that can't even talk. And are you kidding me right now? Are you that insecure?
They are. Facts. I'm just saying.
That insecure. It's
Yes.
plastic or it's rubber or it's a glass or stop thinking that a toy is going to replace a person because it is not. Well, there's a couple that might, but
I was gonna say, I know some male and female toys that can replace a person. So it's equal opportunity replacement around here.
but if you understand how toys work, they just add and enhance the romance. So
I agree.
that's all we trying to do. We trying to help you out. Like you can take a breather, take a breath, if you got somebody that can go like the energizer battery, you can use that toy for a few minutes. And
I mean, there's a couple of toys that I need with my partner though. I mean, there's just some things that enhance what we already got going. So
Lorenzo, go to the corner.
Naptown rice. You know what, Lorenzo? Rice will not be on the menu for Naptown. Okay.
Go to the corner. Go ahead. Scooch on over. You haven't been there in a while, so evidently
But
you missed it.
speaking of events, that
Hmm.
is what our topic is today.
Yes, it is. We can just segue
Event
right on in.
etiquette.
Yes, yes,
Event
yes.
etiquette. And I, in no way, shape, or form, in talking about this subject, am saying that I do everything right. Because at the last event I went to, I broke some rules myself. And sometimes you get in your feelings and you get intoxicated and shit happens. But there are some key rules to events to make them go smoothly. So we're gonna talk about it.
All right, all right. Let's go.
So for
Get your
me,
pen and paper ready. Get your pen and paper ready. Write this shit down.
and some of these are my personal opinion, and some of these are rules that, I feel like should be followed by everybody. If the audience tonight has rules that I don't mention that you have incorporated, feel free to drop them in the chat and I will read them off and we will talk about them too. Because I am in no way, shape, or form, as much as I am an event expert, am I an event expert? Because there are certain parts of events that I do not partake in because I do not partake in that part of life. So it is what it is. Um, so my biggest rule when going to an event is make sure that if you are there with your partner or partners, have the biggest communication talk and set all rules and boundaries before an event. Especially if it's a hotel takeover or an event where there might be some playing. You want to discuss all rules, regulations, and boundaries with your partner because you don't want to break a rule or boundary and cause a fight in the middle of an event. I've seen, and I'm not to say that like I said, I'm not an angel. I've messed up before too, and that's a rule that I try to always follow. But sometimes in spontaneity, communication falls by the wayside. But what you don't want to happen is causing a fight in the middle of an event,
I have been
an argument.
I have been to events. I have been to clubs, swingers clubs,
Hmm.
where a couple, the woman is basically getting put out because she's acting a complete and total. But I'm like, well, what did you think was going to happen? You're at a swingers club. But once again, if you all haven't talked about everything, um, and or have a word, have a safe word, have something where the two of you can, let's say you weren't expecting something that takes place, and it you can see that it's headed that way. Just take a moment, say, whatever, flashlight, whatever it is, can we chat for a second before this takes
Mhm.
place, so that
Um,
you have that communication going. You might have to do it there. Just take a few seconds, step to the side, get away from everybody, express your concerns quietly. You don't need to yell, scream, and holler, but express your concerns, and then if it's acceptable, it's acceptable. If it's not, it's not.
right. The other thing with that I was going to say too is even if something happens unexpectedly, my rule of thumb is to have the conversation in the privacy of our own room. You do not want to have a disagreement or a miscommunication in front of other people. So if something happens and you need to stop and remove yourselves, stop and remove yourselves. But I have seen situations where people are completely intoxicated and they going at fisticuffs with each other with their partner because they caught their partner in a room with somebody and it wasn't discussed, and they going at it in the common areas. You have to have some type of decorum about your relationship and your communication in your relationship where you can go behind closed doors and have a civilized conversation.
3 C's: clear, concise communication.
Yeah. So My second rule of thumb
Hey,
is,
Captain, we just now
hey,
seeing you saying good night.
he's so silly. I think that's his version of hello for
Oh,
us.
okay.
Um, my second rule of thumb, know your limits. And this goes for all forms of intoxication. Your drug of choice, your liquor of choice, your enhancement of choice. Know your limits. Do not go overboard. Do not do too much. You have to still be coherent. You can't give consent if you're not coherent. It's my big one. I've learned my lesson
And I
multiple times.
and I think the biggest thing too also to understand is this. If you are in a situation where you are with someone that is intoxicated and they have not given consent, whether you're at a swingers club or not, it is considered rape
Hmm.
and you
I
can be
agree.
charged as such. So make sure that you guys are talking. Look, everybody that's at these events, you're supposed to be adults. There's no children at these events. So you need to make sure that you are talking and you are making sure that everybody understands what's going on at all times. And if you see someone that is, and we've been in a situation, my girls and I, we went to a facility in Chicago many years ago called the Mansion. And unfortunately, the mansion had gotten to the point where anybody could come through and they weren't screening the folks. And at one point, they slipped at one of the events, they slipped something in the ladies' drinks. And I had two girls that were affected by it. And we had to guard them with our lives because they men thought that they were like, oh, they gonna get whatever they gonna get. No, you're not. Not on my watch. So you have to be very, very careful when you're even at these events. Even if you're at a nightclub, it also happens at swingers events. People slip stuff into your drinks if you're not paying
Yep.
attention. So, but once again, if this person is intoxicated, if this person is not able to give consent, if this person is too high or too drugged out of their mind, it is not okay to have any type of sexual relation with them.
Ladies, a big rule of thumb for me and for all of my ladies, have your own protection.
Mm.
Um, when you don't and you're allergic to latex, you risk harming yourself. It's happened to me before. I had something, I went and played spontaneously and didn't go and check go get my stuff out of my room. The person I played with used a Magnum, which I'm allergic to. He had protection, which is a great thing, but I'm allergic to it. Me not thinking, not processing, I had to stop playing because I became very violently inflamed to the point where when I went to the doctor, it had turned into a yeast infection and it hurt badly. So if you know you're allergic, please carry the condoms that you're not going to have a reaction to. Because a lot of men, and not to say that there's anything wrong with it, men have this fixation on what certain condoms mean about their penis size. And so that's what they carry. It has nothing to do with how well it protects. It has nothing to do with how good it feels. It has to do with the name.
And to piggyback off of that, some of these folks, some of these gentlemen get the condoms and they get an XL and they're not. So guess what? They come
It
off.
it comes off.
It can come off and it can come off inside of you. I have had that happen. And let me tell you, it is nothing fun about trying to get that out. Nothing. Um,
And The other thing would be if it's a situation where you're having an allergic reaction. This was something we didn't necessarily discuss last week when we were talking STIs and STDs. We did mention that there was an STI that would cause sex to hurt. Sex during a yeast infection will also hurt, ladies. Violently hurt because your area is inflamed and swollen. That's not something that is talked about common with yeast infections because yeast infections are so common, depending on if you've been on medications or things of that nature, it does affect your sex. So just be aware of those things.
And I carry my own condoms. Only reason, and the main reason is because a lot of people, you don't know how long that guy's had that condom in his wallet or in his back pocket, or because they do have expiration dates on them.
Even if I'm not out, I buy a new box every event.
You got to make sure that you're safe. So I bring the condoms that I prefer, that I can have, and if he can't either fit it or he don't want to wear it, oh baby, you don't need that with me. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And you need it with me because you don't know what the fuck I got. So protection is sexy. You can do all kinds of fun things to put that condom on him and make it just as sexy as you possibly can, from using your mouth to put it on, doing sexy things with your hands, putting his dick in between your boobs, but you got to put it on. Do not go to these events, oh, well, my status is such and such. No. They're gonna tell you anything to get in the drawer. Some of these people are gonna tell you anything to get in the drawer. So
yep.
Protect yourself and bring your own, like she said, bring your own lubricant, because lubricant can also irritate you. Bring your own, ladies, there's a lot of lubricants, JewCee Boutique here, hello, I sell all kinds of different types of lubricants, ones that will knock your pH balance off. I have silicone, I have water-based, I have, some of you can handle the flavored kind, the warming kind, some of you can't. And
I'm one of those ones that cannot.
And here's a guy getting a lubricant thinking he's helping out, and the next thing you know, your cooch is on fire. So bring your own stuff.
That goes back to knowing your bodies too, though, ladies.
Yeah, bring your own stuff. Carry a little, you can carry a little bag like this, or even smaller. Put your stuff in it, just something like this. This is a little makeup pouch, but you can put a little wash rag in here. You can put a little
some Listerine.
You can put some stuff in here and have it with you. Take it with you to the room. Make sure you have your shit. Do not think that he's going to have what you need when you're at a swingers club. Or, I know that when we do parties, we provide, fresh condoms are all over the place, but
wash rags and Listerine,
and things that you might need. But here's the thing: bring your own. If we have what you need, this is an emergency kit. You can take it back home. If we don't, or if an event doesn't have anything, doesn't provide anything, or doesn't have,
you got it with you.
You need specifically, you got it with you. Exactly. Yep.
This is a big one for men and women. And the reason why I say for men and women, because a lot of women act like this rule don't pertain to them. Consent is sexy. Do not touch, grab, nothing, anybody without consent. But also with that, consent is sexy. Consent can change at any given moment. I don't care if you are already inside of her vagina or his penis is already in your mouth. If that person says stop, then consent has been taken away. I don't care if you have been with that person before. If they say no, not this time, please do not feel entitled to that you get to enjoy them again. There was something that they don't want again. If they are uneasy, they are probably not sure about giving you consent. So please don't be abrasive and aggressive. Again, consent is sexy. It's the sexiest thing you can give me.
I know one
And,
time I got
consent can change.
right. I got grabbed one time and I tried to break the guy's arm and because I have some training. Okay, I'm short, I'm little, I'm you think I can't do shit. I know pressure points, I know how to cut an artery with no problem. I will be more than happy. My masochism side comes out, watching your artery squirt your blood out.
Mhm.
I'm into that. I'm so
I
into
love blood. I love knives. I keep a
that.
knife in my suitcase, y'all. I need you to understand that.
So if you feel that you want to, grab, understand, thigh, I'm going for it. And it's not to be mean, cruel, and rotten, but I'm going to do what it takes to protect myself. And some of us women are wired in our minds. I don't want you coming back after me. I've had that happen to me. So I'm going for the kill. So leave me alone. I'm gonna be very polite. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna stand there and cuss you out. I'm gonna just say no, thank you, blah blah blah. That does not give you the right to cuss me out because I say no, thank you. I'm not interested. We can chit chat, but you ain't getting nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of other people for you to get with just because you're fixated on me. And like I tell people, even though we're at a swingers club or we're at a lifestyle event, just because you're attracted to me does not mean that I'm attracted to you.
Facts.
And a lot of people misunderstand going to a swingers party or going to a lifestyle event. They automatically think in their minds, because of all the crap that's out there and the misleading information that's out there, that you're automatically guaranteed to have sex that night.
It is not guaranteed.
I don't care how much money you paid. I don't care if you were a single gentleman, you paid $100 to get in for
That
4
is not a
hours.
guarantee that for no ass. That is
Mm-mm.
not a guarantee for no ass.
You're not guaranteed not one bit of nothing.
Just because I'm open minded doesn't mean I'm a free for all. Facts. So here's a rule that is a fun rule because I'm not going to be on the Debbie Downer side the whole time. If the event has a theme, dress to it.
Yes. Yes.
We work really hard on these themes, you guys.
But I'm gonna
Dress to the theme.
And I'm going to tell you why you should. I'm going to tell you why you should. Because this way you can leave your inhibitions behind the door. You can become somebody else. You don't have to be your vanilla self. You can
Mhm.
walk in and be this whole persona and just enjoy the evening and the festivities. You're going to
Yep.
have more fun, especially if everybody's in theme and you're not, you gonna feel some kind of way. I'm gonna tell you, you gonna feel a little out of place. You're gonna feel a little out of place. So
I
yeah,
agree.
be in theme. It's now I will say this. I am not a fan, and I know there's a lot of people out there that do this at their events, possibly that they say you got to be totally undressed or you got to take your clothes off by 12 midnight. That's not the event for me, but I will come in theme. But I'm not coming somewhere when you're gonna tell me, even though
Well,
I
I
don't
would
feel
say this
comfortable.
because I've never said at any of my events, I've never said you got to be naked by midnight. But I will say bring lingerie because you tend to get a lot of women that will come in lingerie and be, dressed down. And then you have all these fully clothed men standing around in jeans, belt buckles, and t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So I have made it a rule that and some of the other people I know that have thrown smaller house events at midnight, we all need to be in some type of pajamas, some shorts, I don't need you in your street clothes at
No
midnight.
street clothes.
I'm
And
not gonna say get naked.
I can do street clothes. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I can take the street clothes out. But if I'm already in theme and maybe I got on something a little
Yeah.
sexy, I shouldn't
And
have
that is
to.
I agree.
Right.
I completely agree with that. That's why I always say come dressed to theme or come dressed in some lingerie. Men, there's smoking jackets, there's pajama pants, there's yoga pants with no shirt. Like there's different things you can do to be comfortable, because as ladies, we get all sexy and come up with these themed outfits and match our girls and do all this, and then for y'all to still be in your street clothes and think that's gonna make us want to play with you. I'm sorry. It is we like eye candy too.
We like, yeah, we do. We like the package. And yes, Mr. Lorenzo, you and Casey do an
Always come to
absolutely
theme. I love it.
fabulous job.
Um,
Fabulous.
Another rule of thumb for me, at least for hotel takeovers, because a lot of events, at least the events that me and Miss JewCee throw for like with the Erotic 7 with the rest of our team, those are education events anyway. So you're coming more so for the classes than the party part. But when you're doing going to a hotel takeover or a 2-day event that's enclosed in a hotel, check out and see what events they're having during the day on Saturday, or even, before the party on Friday. Check those out, because you're paying that high price for that ticket. You want to make it a vacation within a staycation. A lot of hotel, especially hotel takeovers, will have like a wine and sip or poetry reading, karaoke, some type of class where you can learn, demonstrations, a dungeon. Participate in those things. Those event coordinators have put these events together to make it so that you don't have to go find something to do on Saturday until the party starts.
And the thing
They
is,
have made it like an all-inclusive vacation so that you can stay within the walls of the hotel, but still have fun and not be trapped in your room all day.
and some of you, when you do the hotel takeovers, my pet peeve is, along with what you just said, is that y'all hook up and we don't see you the rest of the time. Come on, you paid all this money. You could have done that at home. I'm gonna be honest with you. You could have done that. You could have hooked up and stayed at the house. So she's right. Participate. Don't just, I know y'all coming to get your freak on. We all know that, but participate in the other, because a lot of times if they have special guests, they've paid for those special guests to be there. And there's nothing worse than going into as a guest speaker or a guest, and you got 2 people, but the hotel is sold out. And a lot of this is a way, I know for us, when we do our events, we try to have icebreakers. And the reason why we have icebreakers is so that you can meet other people. Not the same, because a lot of stuff is real cliquish. We know it. It's real cliquish. You got your little group over here, you got your little group over here, and don't nobody talk. They just stay in a little group. So we do try to find things when you're at an EEE event. We do try to find ways to make you all participate. And it's okay. Look, it is okay to laugh at yourself. It is okay to have some fun, have some giggles, get tied up, crack a joke or two because you don't know what's about to happen. Why am I upside down? But why is my boob coming out my bra like this? It's okay to have fun. Some of you are such stick in the muds. Have a little. God, you act like if you laugh or you smile, you might break. Jesus Christ, sex should be fun. The whole experience should be fun. Go learn something new. Meet some new people. Try something new. Because the
Talk to
same
people you ain't never talked to before.
Exactly. Oh my God. Y'all act like you 2 years old. What did you come there for? I just came for what? The hors d'oeuvres? Go to the swimming pool? All of that stuff you could have done on your own. You didn't need. Here you have a whole hotel and you've met one person. Come on. And I will say this now, I'm not saying all event coordinators, but I know a lot of event coordinators that don't do what they're supposed to do as far as having things for you all to do. So make
Mhm.
sure you check out the event and find out, what do they have going on? Is there a list of stuff that they have planned?
Mhm.
And then plan accordingly. Oh, I want to do this class. I want to do this class. I want to do this. I want to try this, because basically you done paid for it.
Yes, I agree. Another rule of thumb, yes, you are going to an event and you've paid for your ticket already and a lot of stuff is included, but still bring an emergency fund. Anything can happen. And outside of the emergency fund, there might be vendors. Most events have vendors, and you might see something that catches your eye. You don't want to be caught slipping because you might not get it later.
Mm-hmm.
Support the vendors,
Right.
support the food vendors, support the regular vendors. Bring money with you. It is a vacation. Treat it like a vacation. You know, when you go to like a resort, you have extra money because you might want something extra. So enjoy it.
And if you do see something, let's say not just the vendors, maybe you've got somebody that's doing some services and maybe they're not charging you to do the service, please make sure you tip.
Oh, yeah, I was going to get to that next. I was going to say if there is a dungeon that is part of the event, 9 times out of 10, we are not charging for dungeon time. We might charge for private sessions, but during dungeon time, we are not charging. Tip your dungeon mistress, tip your dungeon dominants, cuz they are still exerting their energy and their bag of goodies on you, and that stuff cost us.
Yeah,
Especially if they're doing wax and fire. We have to buy things to protect your skin. We have to buy oil. We have to buy alcohol, lighters, wax. Like all of that stuff costs. So tip your service providers.
yeah. And if there's people there giving massages,
Yep.
sometimes some of them charge, sometimes they don't, so that they can get their name out. But they tip them. I mean,
And
just think
even
about
if they are charging, most people at events aren't charging their full price.
right, right,
So tip
right.
your service providers. From one service provider to the rest of the world,
Yeah.
tip your babies.
And it doesn't, and look, if you don't have a lot, you don't have a lot. But
But a little bit goes, it's the appreciation.
everybody's got a couple of dollars. Everybody's got like $2, $3, something. Put something in the jar. Help out. Help out. Just like if you guys want to help me down below, you can send it to my Cash App so I can go to Erotica. I could use the help. I love y'all. $5, $10, whatever you can spare. My Cash App is
You know what, Passion? I'm done
Ms.
with you.
What?
Lorenzo said, and if you are an invited special speaker or guest, come prepared and ready to perform to the max. Exactly. Exactly.
No matter how many people are there, have a good time. Everybody come. And if you look, if you walk in and you're not in theme, and you walk in and you've had a bad day, and you walk in and the dog got hit, and the babysitter wasn't on time, and everything that possibly went wrong, before you open that door, do a woo-saw moment. Don't bring that with you into this event. Don't bring in the attitude. Don't bring in your bad energy. Take a moment, take a breath. You've made it there. You might be late. You might be might have missed something that you really wanted to do, but just take a breath. And then walk through the door and plan on enjoying yourself. Plan on enjoying yourself.
Yep. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else?
Yes, there's one I know for a fact.
Okay.
No means no.
Oh, that's the biggest one.
No means no. Don't get your panties in a bunch. No means no. It's not happening. As I used to say, a half an hour of begging is not foreplay.
It is not. That is a no.
No means no. Ain't happening. Not today, not tomorrow, not next week. No.
Okay. Well, that's all the rules that I can think of. My biggest rule out of all of them though is, you guys, relax, release, and just have fun. Do not overthink it. Do not overprocess it. Just let it flow and have fun and enjoy the experience that it's going to bring to your life.
Go to the corner, Lorenzo. Go to the corner.
Clothespins.
Go. Somebody was supposed to have clothespins to go on the body. Remember?
Oh,
Go to
yeah.
Lorenzo. And the other thing I would throw in here, just a couple of little tips for those of you that are like newbies and you are just getting started going to some of these different clubs or different events. Find out if they have a time that you can take a tour and go on, because usually if you're new to a JTP lifestyle event, you need to be in the doors between 9 and 10:30. Always find out what time you need to be there if you are a newbie, because sometimes they take the newbies on tours. It's a little quieter before 10 o'clock, 10:30, so that you can see the facility, see what all the facility has to offer. They're going to tell you their rules and regulations, because some facilities are different. Okay. They're going to tell you their rules and regulations. If they just let you show up and it's your first time and it's willy-nilly, I would not recommend that you go there, because you don't want anything to go wrong and you haven't been told the policies of the facility. And that's very, very important. They are just trying to take your money. That's how I personally feel, but I would not go somewhere that does not have policies and procedures for the first time.
Passion, you don't need a tour.
So I feel it's important to give a tour and give a time when your new people need to be at the venue, so that they can get a feel for it, get comfortable, because it is sometimes a lot of your senses are going to be affected by what you see, what you hear, and what you do at these types of events. So you want to kind of start off a little slower and then just, then gradually get into things. Yes, personal hygiene is definitely
Yeah, we went over that one brief. We didn't go into detail about hygiene. We were talking about having your kit.
Yeah. So once again, you can put a little deodorant in here. Like I said, a little soap, a little wash rag, or some wipes or some baby wipes or something. You can take yourself, ladies, a little pouch, even for your, fellas nowadays. This is in for men. They carry these little bags and stuff. So have your shit, have what you need to make sure that, number one, you don't have an allergic reaction, because some places, yeah, they do provide soap and they do provide different products, deodorant and stuff like that. But it also may irritate you, or you might be allergic to something in that product. So it's nice to have your own little bag, and you don't have to it doesn't even have to be this big, but enough where you can put plenty of items in there that you would need for the evening. Condoms, change of panties, okay, fold them up, put them in there. Whatever it is that you would need for the evening. Some soap, maybe a little travel size toothpaste, maybe some hand sanitizer, maybe some wipes to wipe down areas if you're or even some gloves. You could put them in there as well. So make sure you have you have your stuff. It's you're worried about, not everybody else.
Exactly. Your safety and health comes first.
You can also, Lorenzo said you can get deodorants really cheap on Prime Day, but you can also just go to Dollar Tree, $1.25 tree, and you can get the little travel one.
I keep calling it $1.25 tree.
Dollar 25. It ain't no dollar no more. It's $1.25 tree, but you can get the little travel, or you can go to Walmart or Walgreens or whatever, and you can get the little travel size soap,
Meyer,
the
wherever
little
you like to go.
yeah, the little travel size soap, the little travel toothpaste, the little toothbrush, a little thing of, like she said, mouthwash. However, if you're going to use mouthwash, do not think that you can go right down on somebody. Don't do that. Mm-mm,
Passion, go in the corner.
mm-mm. Don't do that.
Passion poet, go in the corner.
We can't even have a serious conversation with these two tonight. Oh my God. They just tag teaming.
Lorenzo and Passion poet, both go to the corner.
Okay. Yep, they on
What
punishment.
the fuck you need a hazmat suit for?
Right. You don't even need to go. You got to take a hazmat suit. Don't even show up. Stay home. Look out for it.
Ladies, something else you can carry in your bag. Female condoms and dental dam.
Dental dams are a good thing to have. Juicy Boutique happens to sell those. Thank you. Once again, you know your body better than anybody else. You know what you're allergic to. You know, hopefully, take that back. Hopefully, you know your body better than anybody else. And I understand that sometimes, we get in a hurry and we forget this or what we forget that. And some environments and some events have some products for you that you can utilize. So, and that's something else. That's a question that you can ask before you go, so that you know if this place provides, or if the host that are having the event provide condoms, uh, mouthwash, wipes. You can find out if that's something that they provide. So make sure you ask questions. That would be my other thing. Get a list of questions together that you can ask the host, so that you kind of know how things are going to go, and what they have and what they don't have, what they provide, for the amount of money that you are spending to be a part of their event. Find out what else they have to offer, because you know this could get a lot smaller if they have certain things available to you.
I agree.
Anything else that you can think of? Yeah, I think that
Mm,
dressing in the theme is really important, because I think that makes you relax better.
yes, I agree. Especially for like if the parties are at night. Oh, always check, and this comes with asking questions about an event. Some lifestyle parties are not play friendly. So always make sure that you check to see if there is a designated play area for safety reasons. Cause just because we're lifestyle doesn't mean that we always get approved to have venues that will allow us to play.
Right, because and the same thing is true about alcohol.
Yep.
Make sure, same thing is true about weed. Not every state is 420 friendly.
Mhm.
So just because you come from Chicago doesn't mean that you can light it up in Indiana. So
Cause you can't. I
you
love y'all, but
you gotta, you might have to do some edibles in Indiana, but you can't light it up. So make sure because nowadays laws are changing, but you still can't do certain things in certain places, and that is at the discretion of the people that own the property. It just is. Learn your local laws. Yes. Yes, exactly. Especially, I know I travel a lot out of state. So, um, I usually, if I'm going to do anything extra, all my liquor is always sealed. It's never open. It's in the back of the car. It's not in the front of the car with me. And I'm doing edibles and I'm doing vape pen. But I also have my medical card. So,
Oh, also, and this goes to things you might dabble in. What you ingest, you are liable for. If it's your choice to ingest it. The event coordinators, we are not liable, which is why I said know your limits.
yep.
Cause some of y'all be out here doing some crazy shit and don't know your limits, and then want to hold the event coordinators responsible for your irresponsibility. Not
Most,
going for it.
most of us will tell you in small print on the information. We are not responsible for lost or stolen or you acting a fool. If you get arrested, you get arrested.
Yep. They spike mixers and not liquor.
Mm-hmm.
Oral side. You know what, Lorenzo?
He's
That
well,
is true. It is
Indiana,
true, but
let me just tell y'all, in Indiana, sodomy is considered sexual deviant conduct. Ask Mike Tyson. Thank you. I threw that in there because I was in the courts when he was going through the courts,
ask
and that's
Chuck Berry too.
sodomy. So be very cognizant of your surroundings. Make sure that you're getting consent because, like she said, consent is sexy. Make sure you're giving consent. Make sure you have clear, concise communication. Make sure you have the items that you need to have a great time. Come in the theme, leave your attitudes at home. Understand that no means no at any point, and mix and mingle. Don't get cliquish. Have fun, meet some new people, try something new. Or even try something that is old, but you feel familiar and you like doing it. Go ahead. But that's a little bit of etiquette for you guys. And each event that you go to might have some different policies and procedures that you need to follow. And the biggest thing that I will add to this is going to a lifestyle event is not a get out of jail free card to cheat. Okay. If your partner don't know that you there and what you doing, you cheating. Stop it. Be man enough or woman enough to tell them what you doing.
Because there's a lot of people in relationships that go to swingers events single, and people think they single.
And they not.
They single in the lifestyle, and in the vanilla world, they married as fuck. Men and women.
So make sure. And once again, we talked about this a few weeks ago. We do have some folks that do not tell the truth about their status. So, and they're
The
in the line.
reason why people like me go get tested every 3 weeks, y'all think I'm crazy.
Status is important. And some people just out here doing whatever they feel like they're grown enough to do. And
Y'all seen that video of that man from Alabama this week? I know all of y'all seen it. So, nope. That's why people like me go get tested every 3 weeks.
so make sure that you are, your status before you step up in there. Know who you were with. Get a name. I don't care if they call themselves Robin Hood. Find out who they are, and make sure that you can, be safe. That's the main thing. Just be safe. I'm not trying to scare everybody off from doing whatever it is that they feel like they're grown enough to do. But if you protect yourself, bring your
Play
stuff.
responsibly.
Right. Ask as many questions. If like Lorenzo just said, if you don't feel comfortable, leave. If that person is giving you a, if you got your spider senses tingling, honey, that's not the one for you. And it's not tingling in a good way. If there's a little voice in your head saying, no, don't do it, don't do it. There's plenty of other people for you to hook up with. So, with that said, I got COVID right now. Does that count? Yeah, keep your ass at home. You're contagious. If you have a fever, if you don't feel well, don't go. I can't say if the event coordinator will give you back your money, but you just gonna miss it. That's all there is to it. Thank you for your donation.
I agree.
But don't go hurt people. Okay. And just went through a situation where a hurt person is hurting other people. And I'm not convinced that they're not going to keep on doing it. So anyway, that's a whole nother topic. But I just want to make sure that everybody understands that ask questions, make sure you're prepared, and then go and have fun. Because most of the time, that's what it is. It's a good time. It really is. It is a good time.
Even when it's a bad time, it's a good time.
Yep. Yep. Watch what you do. Be an adult. Be responsible. So that's really it for me. What else you got? That it?
That's all I got.
Oh my God. It was great.
Thank you, ma'am.
Give it up. Give it her snaps. Giving her snaps. Yes.
And know that as I am giving you all these rules, I am giving them to myself. I remind myself for every event what I should and should not be doing. I don't just preach to the choir. I live by my rules. At least I try to, because like I said, I be fucking up too.
Here's the thing. Everybody makes mistakes. We all make mistakes. All of us, sometimes you get caught up in the moment. Understood that we get caught up in the moment, but try not to. And if you do, come back to yourself. Come back to yourself as quickly as you can.
And take accountability.
Yes. Take responsibility and accountability. But if you have this with you, if you have your pouch with you, you're probably going to be okay.
Yes.
Just remember to go like this. Unzip the bitch. Okay. Just remember to unzip it, go in it, get what you need to get. Don't get so distracted that you catch something that you can't get rid of. We already talked about STIs and STDs. Don't get so distracted that you are with somebody that is aggressive or is not listening to you, does not pay attention to your safe words. Make sure you're paying attention. Do not get so inebriated. Tonight, I would like to say that this is absolutely wonderful. The Stella Rose mango chili, delicious. Thank you, Deborah. Make sure that you and make sure you have, if you're allowed to take your phone in, you have your phone with you if something goes wrong. And if something goes wrong, honey, yell. I mean, yell fire. That's the best thing to yell. Start yelling fire and don't stop.
Amen.
But don't go in there having a fight, having a bad attitude. Make sure you have a plan. I think that's the first thing that she talked about, Purple Rain talked about, is make sure you have a plan. Talk about things before you go. And if something is not quite feeling right for one or the other, make sure you have a way to stop, go chat about it. And it might not be what you think. It might not be that you can't continue to do it. You might just have to do it a different way.
Exactly.
So make sure you talk, make sure you communicate, make sure you take accountability and responsibility, and you'll have a great time. And I know it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. It really isn't.
Called being an adult.
Yeah, adulting is wonderful.
Safety bags, will they be on sale at Erotica?
I should get some of these, right? This is actually This is actually, I got this free from Ulta Beauty. This is a Fenty bag. So it's my Fenty bag. So I should.
You need to give me that Fenty bag.
No, I should not. Let me put that down. I don't want you to see it. So I should probably do something. I can do something like that. Get some little bags together and put some things in there, and people would have them because they probably gonna need them a lot at Exotica. I can tell you, I probably would sell out of those within what, an hour?
Yeah.
Hour and a half. Let me work on that. Let me think on that. Let me get that together. Let me see what I can come up with. So I know I can get me some bags together. So
I like that. I like that thought process.
So anything else for our listeners? I think that's really it. I think that was
Nope, that's it.
I think that was great. Once again, guys, we'll be back. We're going to come back next Monday night. We're going to have another hot topic for y'all. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some laughs. We're going to put some people in the corner as usual. Make sure you are following us on all of our platforms. I'm on YouTube as Miss JewCee. I will let you know now. I am attempting to build up my wonderful, wonderful listeners on YouTube. I'm learning, guys. So I'm really learning. So if you could make sure that you do a share and a like of this video for both of us, that would be absolutely wonderful. We really would appreciate it.
My YouTube is Purple Rain's Play Palace. I'm also on TikTok, and I am starting to talk more on both because right now y'all can only catch me on Monday nights on those two platforms, but we trying to build it up and build both of our pages up so that y'all can see us more.
And we love you guys. We thank you all for supporting us all this time. We're not going nowhere. We're just about to take it to another level. That's all.
Amen.
Taking it to another level. So make sure you tune in next
month. It's a whole new level.
It's a whole new world. Oh! And once again, if you want to support Miss JewCee going to Exotica, hit up my Cash App. $5, $10. I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to need some money, honey. I only got a few weeks to get this together, but I plan on busting my ass to get it because I got to be in Jersey. I got to be there. Okay. So my Cash App is $capital M, lowercase z, capital J, lowercase e, lowercase w, lowercase c, lowercase e, lowercase e. Okay, Ms. JewCee on Cash App. I'll take a donation. I love you guys. Okay, so we're going to come back next Monday night. It's going to be my turn, I guess. I'm going to be in the lead seat. We're going to have a great hot topic for you guys so we can discuss. And we want you to join us. So come on back. We start at 9:30 Eastern Standard, 8:30 for our folks in Central Standard Time Zone, 6:30 out West Coast. And I believe we're still on the same time with our brothers and sisters in Barbados at 9:30 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure, you come back and see what we got to talk about, all the shenanigans. We're gonna have the crew over here doing their thing, putting in their comments, and just having some fun, giving a little knowledge, giving a little laughter, because sex should be fun. So remember,
sex is amazingly fun.
Isn't it though? So just remember, enjoy and embrace eroticism. For my beautiful co-host, Ms. Purple Rain, and myself, Ms. JewCee, have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.